to the Dirt Dogs International Racing Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Dirt Dogs International Racing Network. I am your host, Jacob Keith, ready to rip down the house here with the TRL Super League here for the Australians versus Americans. 2022 Showdown presented by Hobbs, stretching and boring. These guys are ready to head out and run down Pennsylvania here as we are at Port Royal Speedway tonight. We get ready for the practice session as they head on in. We're going to look at the weather report heading on in for tonight's event. It looks like it's 93, 99. It's hard to tell that little number down there, but it's getting warm out there, ladies and gentlemen, here in Pennsylvania. 79% humidity with clear skies and 18 miles an hour winds, it looks like. We are here in Pennsylvania at Port Royal. As we run down that almost half mile or half mile. It's so hard to tell with that little tiny screen. As these guys tonight are ready to rip up round number 7 here for the Australians versus Americans 2022 Showdown. We are going to move on into tonight's national anthems, ladies and gentlemen. So please, if you would, stand on up and remove your hats as we do tonight's national anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath the radiant southern cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this Commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched
you have the time to listen to me whine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, these Australians versus Americans 2022 showdown presented by Hobbs Trenching and born and ready to kick off here in Pennsylvania at Port Royal as we are ready to tear up the tracks here for the 410 Sprint Car Series. As these guys are ready to tear up the house. That was our national anthems for tonight's event. It is going to be a doozy of a race here as these drivers are touring up the track, gotten their fast times up. It looks like 19 drivers going to be showing up here on the night as we get ready to kick off the show here with some heat racing at Port Royal.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid?
Drivers getting ready to head on into qualifying session here as we get ready to pull up the times for these drivers to hammer on out here at Port Royal. We're waiting on the first time to be thrown up on the board, and we will check it out as it flies up on there here for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. We got our handful of drivers out there on the track so far. Blake Walsh, Gary Radcliffe getting ready to come on, Ryan Buchanan. Lots of big names here tonight for the Australians versus Americans 2022 showdown. Brent Hobbs going to be the first down on the books. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ready to head on into tonight's heats for the TRL Super Leagues. Australians versus Americans, presented by Hobbs, Tristan, and Born. Let's check out the points as we get ready to head on into tonight's racing here. Top 10 in points going to be Clayton Davies leading this thing off in the number 50 over Paul Bryan. Brent Hobbs going to be in third spot with Lachlan Phillips taking the fourth position. Fifth going to be Daniel Boyd. And sixth going to go to Cole Ferguson. The seventh going to Alex Hannon. Ninth going to be Nathan Vanderwacker. And then 10th will be Braden Miller. And 11th, Thomas Mitchell. Maybe I counted them wrong. Either way, that is top points right there, top 10. But as these guys get ready to head on in for tonight's heat racing here at Port Royal, we pull up the grid starting here on the pole. Will be the man, the myth, the legend, Paul Bryan in that 42. To the outside of him will be the 88 machine of Nathan Vanderwacker. Third will be the 50 machine of Clayton Davies. He's going to hang on to that inside line there. To the outside of Davies, we got the 97 of Alex Hanna. There's the 88 of Nathan Vanderwacker to the outside of Paul Bryan. Fifth, we're going to have Thomas Mitchell in the 02 with the outside of him being the 97 here, Blake Walsh. Titan Vanderweer here in the 007 to the outside of him. We got Ash Holiday. And then starting in the 9th spot, we got the 11. To the inside of him, we got the 18 of Daniel Nickel. Eight laps going to be the distance here for these drivers for heat number 1 as they get ready to kick down the house here at Port Royal Speedway here in Pennsylvania. Floyd takes the lights off the pace truck. As Paul Bryan in the 42 machine and Nathan Vanderwacker in the 88 are ready for that green flag. Floyd gonna head down pit road off the backstretch. Down into 3 of 4, Nathan Vanderwacker. Paul R. Bryan waiting on the green flag, coming out of 4. And the green flag is out. Paul Bryan gonna hang on to the lead, coming out of 3-4, able to put the first lap down in the books, but he's got the 88 right to the tail side there. That's Nathan Vanderwacker. We got him climbing up the walls of the backside there. Alex Hannon in the 97. Going to be involved on that one, but we aren't going to have a yellows. There are 6 laps left to go, and we are still green. No yellows in the heats, ladies and gentlemen, here for the the TRL Super Leagues. Australians versus Americans 2022 Showdown presented by Hobbs, Tristan, and Boring. Ooh, the 88 makes some contact with Paul Bryan there, and Paul goes around spinning, looping, lopping. As we have contact there, Nathan Vanderwacker going to hold on to seconds. Clayton Davies now out front in the number 50 machine. Vanderwacker holding that second place spot, trying to stay off Paul. But Paul went the wrong place, wrong time, as it was hard racing here. 42, he just come on up and made contact. And once contact is made here with these tires, open wheel things, They're just too hard to handle. I know because I can't handle them either way. It doesn't matter though. Nonetheless, the 50 machine still lead them off as the 88. Now pressing the tail side, trying to get inside that left side quarter panel. Into 3 and 4, he shoots to the outside here as Clayton Davies stays low. Looks like some contact to the outside wall there coming out of 3 and 4. Battle down the back, stretching into 3 and 4 here, coming around for the checkered flag, waving a heat number 1 here for the Australians versus Americans 2022 showdown here at Port Royal. Awesome racing here, heat number 1 as Clayton Davies takes this over the 88 of Nathan Vanderwecker, and Blake Walsh in the 97 going to take the 3rd spot. Congrats to the top 3 as they had a hell of a battle and run. So we pull up the grid for heat number 2. Starting on the pole, we got Lachlan Phillips. Going to be the man to run this one off. To the outside of Phillips, we have Brent Hobbs here in the 64. Braden Miller going to start 3rd with the 2 machine. And to the outside of Miller will be Brad O'Brien. Lachlan Phillips there gridding up in the 17, leading this thing off. Lachlan Barber in the backside of the field in the 47 here, starting 5th. To the outside of him, we got the 5J of JP Schneider. Cole Ferguson in the 81 going to start in the 8th spot. And it looks like Daniel Boyd in the 79 starting to the outside. Inside in 7th, 8th. I don't know, it's so confusing once they start switching and driving around. It doesn't matter though. Gary Radcliffe going to tail the inside of the field here in the 9th position. 8 laps going to be the distance here for these drivers at Port Royal. Brent Hobbs, Lachlan Phillips waiting on that green flag. Floyd down pit road, green flag here is out at Port Royal as they reach the flag stand. 3 wide down in the 1 and 2 is Lachlan Phillips. Brent Hobbs, oh, they got contact towards the backside already. Brent Hobbs going to head towards the backside in the 64. There's Radcliffe and Brad O'Brien also towards the backside as well. Lachlan Barberry in the 47 machine able to take over Lachlan Phillips. Phillips hangs on to the inside. JP Schneider also moving up into the top 3. Battling happening everywhere. Slide jobs, crossovers. These guys want to take this one home. 5 laps left to go. Heat number 2 is Lachlan Phillips. We ride right on board behind Lachlan Barber. They're on the outside groove. They're into the 3 and 4. Down the front stretch to the flag stand. They're going to hold on to the 4th spot. Cole Ferguson back there in the 6th position. Back behind the 79 of Daniel Boyd. That 81 machine trying to hold on to that mid to high line around 3 and 4. He heads down just off pace of the group here. Not too far off pace though. Brad gonna lose the wing as he's gonna end up going around. Gary Radcliffe In the 85, not too far off. Moving on up into the 6th spot. JP Schneider and Brent Hobbs going to be involved as well with something as they head down pit road and take the jump to the pit road. Braden Miller still in the lead, though, as he is leading this one off. The number 2 machine has the white flag out waving as he heads down the backstretch out of 1 and 2. Heat number 2 looking to have the new crowned winner. Here's Braden Miller brings this one on home. Checker flag waving. Braden Miller taking this one over Lachlan Phillips and Daniel Boyd. Awesome racing here out of these 410 sprint car drivers, as always in Port Royal. Tough track. These guys got a little bit of a warm-up, so we're going to let these guys hammer out the track, get it worked in just a little bit more to how they want it. And we'll be right back with some feature action.
Disturbing creation from the mind of one sick and who can't tell the difference and gets stupefied. I've been waiting my whole life for just one. I believe it was just one. Can you say that you don't give up? On myself stupefied, I'm back again. All I wanted was just one. One tiny little innocent. When I feel like I'm shit out of luck. On myself stupefied, I'm back again. Why? Like they ain't around with my microscope on reality. I can feel it all start slipping. I think I'm breaking down. Why do you like they ain't around with my microscope on reality? I can feel it all start slipping away. Steven, I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think I can take it, jump on I don't let it. I can stupid mind. It's all the same as ain't living it, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think you can take it, jump on I don't let it. I can stupid mind. I can stupid mind. All the people in the left wing, and all the people in the right wing, and all the people in the underground. By myself, stupefied, coming back again. All the people in the high rise, and all the people in the projects, and all the heads in the body, by myself, stupefied, coming back again. Why do you like laying around with my microscope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping. I think I'm breaking down. Why do you like laying around with my microscope of reality? I can feel it all start slipping away. See, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think you can think it, jump on I don't let it. I get stupid mind. It's all the same as ain't living it, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't you think you can think it, jump on I don't let it. I get stupid mind. I get stupid mind.
As warm-ups are ending, the time for talk is done, ladies and gentlemen. Feature time here for the TRL Super Leagues. Australians versus Americans 2022 showdown presented by Hobbs, Trenchant, and Bourne. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Port Royal here in Pennsylvania tonight. We are getting ready to pull on up the grid. 35 laps will be the distance here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Davies and Braden Miller going to lead this one off. Nathan Vanderwacker in the 88 machine going to hold on to the third spot as he's going to grid on up in third. Fourth will be Lachlan Phillips, a.k.a. Lachlan Phillips there in the 17 S starting fourth, with fifth going to Blake Walsh in the 97. 6th going to be Daniel Boyd, the 79, with the 02 of Thomas Mitchell, starting in the 7th spot. 8th going to go to Cole Ferguson in the 81 with 9th, going to Daniel Nickel in the 18. Tenth will be Gary Radcliffe with 11th, going to be Ryan Buchanan. Lachlan Barbary here in the 47. She's starting 12th with 13th going to go to Paul R. Bryan. 14th outside will be J.P. Schneider with 15th going to Brad, or 16th going to Brad R. Bryan. Titan Vanderwerk going to start in the 15th spot. 18th will be Brent Hobbs, and 17th will be Ash Holiday. And tail the end of the field, 19th position, we got the 97 machine of Alex Hammond. So we got a stacked field here, ladies and gentlemen. 19 cars as we are ready to rip, rock, and roll. Lloyd, the pace car driver, gonna head down pit road, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready. Clayton Davies, Braden Miller, you're gonna lead this one off down into 3 and 4 when they read the flag stand. It'll be green flag, lights are on. Green flag here is out here in Pennsylvania. That Pro Royals, they go 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Off the back stretch, almost making the 3 wide here again. But they stay double file off of 3 and 4 and down the front stretch. We got contact into the outside wall. Looks like Blake Walsh and the 97 are going to be involved here. Yellow flag is going to fly. 97 being the victim of that one. It says we'll see what happened. I don't know. It was hard to tell from that angle. Off the high side, getting a little loose. The 17 machine come down to the 97. And the 97 takes his wing right on off. Yellow flag strikes here at Port Royal. Lloyd, the pace truck driver, heading down pit road, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Davies, Braden Miller, Looking for that green flag as they head down into 3 and 4. Miller on the tail side of that 50 machine, wanting that taste of that victory. Green flag here is out, coming out of 4 as they are single file restarted here at Port Royal. Off of 1 and 2 and down the back stretch here. As there's a mistake made, Braden Miller able to capitalize on as they put that lap down in the books, lap number 4 on its way. We got some mischief happening down to that inside line. Could have been Gary Radcliffe involved with this one. We're going to see what happens as we take a look back here in just a moment just to see what it was. My little cheater definitely says it was Gary Radcliffe for some, so we'll see what happened here to the 85 machine. Looked like he was just coming out of pit road. Let's rewind that back a little bit. See if we can see anything else that may have happened. Yeah, nope, we just come off of pit road there, and yellow flag was going to be thrown because the green flag was out, and the leaders approached the tail side. Big shout out to the admins and sponsors here for the night for the TRL Super League. Hobbs, Trench and Important, HRT Simtography, JJ&SC Racewear, LP Designs, local Sprintcar photography. Also the admins on the night here, Tristan Cornford, Lachlan Phillips, and Ryan Buchanan. Without these guys, we wouldn't be here to be able to do this thing here with the TRL Super League and the Dirt Dogs International. So our hats are off to you, and we send the utmost hound love. Floyd, the pace truck driver, heading down pit road one more time here. As we get ready to go green flag, we're single file restart down into 3 and 4 here in Pennsylvania. Green flag is out for Braden Miller, Clayton Davies, and Nathan Vanderwacker. Almost 3-4 wide, back towards the backside of the pack. On the low side, on the high side. They are real close on that low side as they get nose to tail with each other. Daniel Boyd in 79 gonna lead this one off as he's got Cole Ferguson, Thomas Mitchell, Paul R. Bryan right behind him. Yellow flag strikes here tonight again. This one going to be on Ryan Buchanan. It says, we'll see what happened there to Mr. Buchanan. Yellow flag drops. He's to the outside there into 3 and 4. That green, white, and black machine gets to that outside wall, and it just magnetizes him right to that outside groove. Very unfortunate as he lands on his hood just outside of 3 and 4. And has to take the tow. Very unfortunate as the yellow flag is going to strike. green flag back out here again, lap number 7. As we get ready to tear it up, Braden Miller still leading it off as the green flag drops. The 50 machine of Clayton Davis back up to the second spot as Lachlan Phillips in the 17 and hold on to the third. Nathan Vanderweck going to lose a spot, falling back into the fourth spot with Daniel Boyd in the 79 trying to make his way up through. Holding off to that top 5. Swerving, swaying, trying to avoid each other there. Off the 3 and 4 as they head off the 3 and 4. Or off the front stretch into 1 and 2. Lachlan Barberry as he's currently in the 14th position. Back behind JP Schneider in the 5J. Holding on tight, dipping down low and trying to let the car drift on up here into the corner of 1 and 2. Down the back stretch here, JP gonna hang out of the inside groove. Lockie gonna miss that wing there as he clips that outside wall and it reappears. Barberry battling Schneider here. Schneider goes to the inside groove of 47. Barberry the outside contact made. Schneider loses that wing. It might reappear. We'll see what happens. And it does. It makes an appearance back and it pulls the Harry Houdini. 22 laps left remaining here for these guys. Lachlan Phillips up towards the front here as he's currently in the third spot. 20 laps left to go. Daniel Boyd back and forth still, so we're going to ride on the tail side with him. He's got Paul R. Bryan to the back side of him as well. Caution flag, yellow flag's going to strike here. And it looks like this one's going to be on Daniel Nickel. We'll see what happens here to the 18 machine as he's got the 47 of Barberry shooting to the inside. Trying to avoid him, but trying to hang out of that outside groove. He had another car right there. The blue and white machine. Looks like Gary Radcliffe. Oh, it could be wrong. Very unfortunate there for all involved as the yellow flag strikes. Braden Miller keeping his composure up here as he's hanging on in front of Clayton Davies in that 50 machine. The green flag here is out of Port Royal. One more time as they are 15 laps in, 20 laps left here to go. Side by side out of 3 and 4. Here's Nathan Vanderwecker in the 88 machine trying to hold on to that top 5. He's got Paul R. Bryan in the 42 machine hanging out of the inside groove. Thomas Mitchell in the 0-2 waiting to capitalize here as he's in the 7th spot, watching it all unfold there in front of him. Caution flag strikes here as we got 16 laps left to go. This one going to be on Gary Radcliffe, so it says. We will go check to see what exactly happened here. Radcliffe in the 85 machine down the front stretch trying to get the toe in before the rest of the pack come along, but the toe wasn't fast enough. And the yellow flag strikes here at Port Royal. Green flag drops here one more time. 17 laps left to go. Braden Miller, Clayton Davies, Lachlan Phillips. Your top three holding on here at Port Royal. Down in the 3 and 4, the number 2, Braden Miller going to hang on as he's got Clayton Davies knocking on the back door. Looks like somebody had some contact into that outside wall on the back side of the field. And we do have a yellow flag striking here at Port Royal one more time. Looks like Cole Ferguson was involved on this one. The 81 and the 97 nose to tail. Here's the 81 fades to the outside through the 97. Over that slider, contact is made, and the 81 is in the stands. Very unfortunate there as the contact was made with Cole Ferguson and the 97 machine of Blake Walsh. Lloyd, the pace truck driver, down pit road. Braden Miller, Clayton Davies, Lachlan Phillips, Daniel Boyd, and Nathan Vanderwecker waiting on a green flag as it drops here. 16 laps left to go, 15 as they cross the flag. Braden Miller looking to hold off Clayton Davies for 15 more laps. Davies having a fast rocket shipping around that outside groove here in that number 50 machine. Back behind him, they got Daniel Boyd, Lachlan Phillips going side by side here off of 3 and 4. Daniel Boyd getting into that outside groove, able to get it under control and hang on to it. There's more contact with Nathan Vanderwecker. And it looked like the 47 machine. Oh, that's going to be the 77, Brad O'Brien, excuse me. Brad O'Brien back up to the 4th spot. Here's his 12 spots up on the night. And it's safe to say, I believe he's going to be hard charging, but he's got Alex Hanna going to contest for that, as he is up 10 spots on the night. Yellow flag's going to strike here again. And this one going to be on Daniel Boyd. To the outside and smacking that wall pretty hard. Let's see if we can get another view of it. Looks like he's going to roll on down here. Smacking that outside wall, coming down, trying to avoid hitting people, but in these open wheel cars, it's just a death sentence. As he comes into 1 and 2, contact is made with the 47 into the 79 again, and he goes ass over 10 cups. as the yellow flag strikes. Very unfortunate there for everybody involved. Yellow flag will be flying here at Port Royal one more time. As Braden Miller, Clayton Davies, Lachlan Phillips looks to lead him off to go for a green flag run one more time here. 12 laps left to go. Floyd, the pace car driver, heading down pit road here. Braden Miller, number 2, takes the green flag. The green flag drops. Here's 12 laps left to go. There's 12 laps left is the distance. Clayton Davies getting into that outside wall. Very unfortunate, as that 50 machine was having a rocket ship happening all night. And he rocket shipped to that outside wall. We got to go back and watch exactly what it was that happened. I think that right there, slapped that outside wall, and just after that, magnets brings you over to your side. Nowhere to go there as Nathan Van Der Wecker plows into the 50 machine. And the yellow flag strikes. So far, so good. It has been a blast here with the TRL Super League this season. We are greatly appreciative that they have sought us out and chose us to come do the Australians vs. Americans Season 2 here for the showdown. Green flag here is out. Clayton Davies. Excuse me, that's going to be the number 2. This thing's all messed up. Braden Miller, Brad O'Brien nose to tail up to the front. Is the 77 looking to track him down with that outside groove. Looks like the 77 pulled some Harry Houdini tricks there as they stay side by side off the back stretch. The 2 machines staying to the outside. Braden Miller going to have to fall back to the second spot as Brad O'Brien going to contest and battle it out for the lead. 8 laps left here to go as they come off the front stretch. Braden Miller coming back to the outside of Brad O'Brien. Taking that lead back with force. Brad O'Brien up 14 spots here in the night, all the way up to 16th, or from 16th up 14 spots to second. Paul O'Brien up from 13th. He's up 10 spots on the night to third. 5 laps left to go as Braden Miller still leading them off. Because that is your top 3. Alexander going to be tied for Hard Charger here tonight with 14 spots as well as he come up from 19th to the 5th spot. 4 laps left to go. Hanging on that 97 machine, trying to hold on to the tail side of Blake Walsh as he is almost a straightaway away. Away from Thomas Mitchell, moving on up into 5th as he has fought his way on. The 42 machine of Paul R. Bryant as we ride on forward here with him. Sitting in that 3rd spot, some contact with Brad as the 77 makes some contact with the 42 there. Bryant will slip back into the 3rd, holding on as Blake Walsh able to catch up to the tail side with the 97 machine. 2 laps left to go as Braden Miller leads them off. White flag is out, down around 1 and 2. Braden Miller, Brad O'Brien trying to hold on to the tail side of the 77 down into 3 and 4 as we ride on the tail, or on the nose, excuse me, with the 77 machine. Number 2 going to bring this home as the checker flag waves. And he was able to successfully bring this one home here at Port Royal for round number 7 of the TRL Super Leagues. Australians versus Americans 2022 Showdown. Awesome racing here, as always, with these 410 sprint car drivers. Don't go anywhere. We're going to pull these guys up for a quick little interview, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes. All right, guys, starting here with a 42 machine. We're going to pull up Paul Bryan, who finished in that 3rd spot here tonight, for a quick word to see how his race went. Paul, up in the booth, brother. You got a copy.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. How you doing, man? That was an awesome run there in that 42 machine, watching you guys run it out, battle it out. Holding on to that 3rd spot, coming up 10 spots on the night from 13th. Go ahead and give us the rundown of what it was like there for you in the 42.
Mate, that was a pretty hectic race. It was just try and stay out of trouble and slowly pick my way through and see if I could be there for the last 5 or 10 when it mattered. But yeah, it was a really good run. Yeah, I wasn't real happy with some of the racing there on the last couple of laps, which the replay might have showed. But yeah, other than that, it was good fun, mate.
Well, you guys did your best nonetheless, man. You ended up bringing home the 3rd spot up here on the podium. Who would you like to thank for being able to bring home the 3rd spot?
Mate, just all the boys at Man Up Sim Racing. The team's going along great there. And TRL for putting on the league. And all the other races. A good race, and cheers.
All righty, brother. Well, congratulations, Paul Bryan. Going to take this one home for the 3rd spot here tonight. We look forward to talking to you again sometime.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on up to the 2nd spot of Brad O'Brien in that 77 machine, as he was able to get a taste of that victory, well, that clean air out front anyway, but not able to bring home the victory. He's falling back into that 2nd spot was he was battling with Braden Miller. We're going to bring him on. Brad O'Brien, you got me up in the booth here.
Yeah, I got you, mate. How you going?
What a run that was. Watching you guys run it down there with that 77 machine and in the number 2, you guys just had a hell of a battle towards the end. Go ahead and give us the rundown of what it was like for you coming up 14 spots from 16th here tonight.
Yeah, sort of got squeezed in the heat, and then that ruined the rest of the night. And then, yeah, I think I was quickest car there in that last 10 laps. We just sort of were a bit low on fuel. We didn't realise the race was 35 laps, so got on the grid and we were short on fuel, so we had to save for the first probably 25 laps, and then 5 laps to go I got the warning a little bit early, so it's just sort of coasting there to the end. I think Miller was doing the same, and I know all our boys were just sort of running the bottom and not really running the fast line. I think Paul's a little bit upset he couldn't have the speed to get past me there at the end, but he was in front of me at the start of the race anyway, so but yeah, no, good race, and yeah, good league, I suppose.
Yeah, you guys had a hell of a run for sure, man. That 77-2 battled it out with them last few laps winding out, but Braden just ended up getting the best of you. But nonetheless, congratulations, you pulled up the 2nd spot up here on the podium. Who would you like to thank for being able to help you get here?
I've obviously got to thank Hooked Up Speed Labs. We've just redone all our sets on the website now, and we've got a couple new builders on board, so our sets at the moment, obviously, I think you can see from going 16th to 2nd there, our sets are pretty on the money, so yeah, if anybody wants any sets, send me a message and let me know. Congratulations to Braden Miller on the win. Drove an awesome race and started off the front row. It's pretty hard to get past him once he's up there anyway. Yeah, all the boys at OBR, Lawrence and Hanson, Hooked Up Speed Labs, HRT Simtography, and yeah, just obviously all the boys at TRL Super League for doing the broadcast and putting the league on, and yeah, all Paul's fans, if they want a signature, come and see me.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations, bringing home the 2nd spot up here on the night. Brad O'Brien gonna be the 2nd.
So easy, mate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner though, Braden Miller, the man of the night, the man of the hour. Miller, up in the booth, brother. You got a copy.
Yeah, mate.
That 2 machine was a rocket. I believe you held on to a lot of them laps there. Clayton Davies had something for you, though, as that 50 machine was all over the tail side of you as you guys battled it out here in the beginning half. You got some of that outside wall, but you were able to bring this one on home, brother. Go ahead and give us the rundown what it was like for you in that number 2 machine.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Discord with Clayton at the time, and we were just both pretty happy just to take it easy. I was running really low on fuel from pretty much the start of the race, so obviously he was leading off the pole, and then he got into the inside wall there in turn 3 and 4. That gave me the spot to get by him, and that was pretty much all she wrote. I mean, he was obviously quicker than me. I was again just trying to save a bit of fuel, so yeah, pretty unfortunate what happened to him. I think he just hit the wall, so just yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I was just listening to Brad's interview just then. He was running low on fuel as well, so that probably helped me a lot because he would have been a lot quicker than me as well. So yeah, no, it's pretty lucky just to sort of hang on to it, I think.
Well, congratulations, brother. You were able to bring home the victory here tonight. Yeah, Clayton Davies ended up getting that right rear into that outside wall. I think he could have had something for you towards the end if maybe he could have held on to the tail side. But nonetheless, you brought home the victory. Who would you like to thank for being able to put yourself up in the victory lane?
Yeah, thanks to Tristan and all the guys at TRL for putting it on and the adminning and all that sort of stuff. Just gives us something to do, like. I don't ask anything out of it. Yeah, it's good. You for doing the broadcast. I always go back and watch the races. Pretty cool to watch. All the boys in the Discord I was with, obviously we had Clayton, Alex Hanna, and Hobbsy. Yeah, the Beat the Dark. It's a new team that's just started up. I'm not on the team, but I don't know. I just stand by what they do, so I give them a little bit of a shout out. Just raising awareness for mental health. Yeah, the Hobbs, Trenchant and Boring, Clayton at HRT Simtography, Blaine 27 Designs for the paints, and Alex at ABL Setup Shop.
Alrighty, brother. Well, congratulations, bringing home the victory here tonight. Braden Miller in that number 2, as he was fast here at Port Royal. Congratulations, brother. Hopefully we'll talk to you again sometime in the booth here in the near future.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude it here on the night. I've been your host, Jake Keith, ripping down the house with the TRL Super League here for the Australians versus Americans 2022 Showdown here for Season 2. And we are week number 7, closing the book here as it ends yet another chapter. I've been your host, ripping down the house. As always, don't do anything I would do unless you name it after me. So until next time, much hound love. Woof, woof.